Okay, raise your hand if you like to leave food on your plate. Like you purposely, intentionally have a dinner plate and then leave some on there. Raise your hand if you do that. Hi, welcome back to Love, Laugh, and Lose Weight. I'm Leanne, your host. Okay, let me count your hands. Keep them up high. Get your hands up there if you leave your. I don't see any hands. Oh, two. Yeah, hardly any of you. You all eat your food, right? All right, now raise your hand if you've heard of the strategy for kind of trying to control our eating or whatever. Heard of the fact that maybe you should always leave a little bit on your food. Like, let's say you have a little bit of I don't know, minced meat and a bunch of vegetables and some more vegetables because you're eating very healthy, so several different vegetables and a little bit of whatever, mashed potatoes. And you're supposed to leave a little bit of each item. Raise your hand if you've ever heard that maybe that's a good idea. I'm seeing hands. I'm seeing them. You back there in the corner, I know you've heard it. That's right. Your hand is up. That's right. You've heard of it, right? Okay. I want to say that, I don't know, I'd actually sincerely like you to write in the comments and tell me what you think. I don't really think that's so terribly necessary. What if, because I'm being really healthy and right now I'm losing weight. By the way, I did a sneak preview on the scale. Let's just say it's going the right direction. I'm not telling you what it is. I shouldn't even tell you because that's like cheating to step on it, but I just wanted to see, it's going the right direction. But the point is I feel like we can get healthy and fit and get our eating under control without necessarily leaving something on my plate. That's never, when I talk about all the things for my home runs, for example, it's, it used to be 12,000 steps, but for about a year now, it's been 13,000 steps, drink my water. I go around with my Diet Coke bottle full of water. And by the way, that's psychological. That's psychological. You can try it if you want, if you're trying to stop pop. Put the water in the pop bottle. You're not stupid. You know it's not pop. I know this isn't Diet Coke, but it feels like that. It feels like Diet Coke. So, whatever. That's what I do. Anyway, my home runs have been the steps, the water, the fruits, the vegetables, and all of that. Never ever have you ever heard me say that one of my home run things is to leave something on the plate. Of course, I haven't lost a lot of weight either, so you might say, well, Leanne, maybe you might try it. That's a good point. But I don't think it's necessary to leave things on your plate if you don't want to. If you're doing it and it works for you, great. But what about just put on your plate what you think is a normal portion, what you think that you want to eat. Put that amount on your plate, and then you can go ahead, if you have a really hard time leaving some, go ahead and eat it, but just only put on what you think is a reasonable portion. Because that's what I've been trying to do. Now, it doesn't work very well if you're out at a restaurant. At a restaurant, you might have to intentionally think to yourself, let's say you get some seafood linguine dish or something, which maybe isn't your best choice anyway. The seafood is fine, but all that cream and all that pasta, it sounds pretty good though, doesn't it? Okay, let's say you get that, and you look at it and say, that's a lot of seafood linguine down there on that dish. You might have to consciously say to yourself, you know what, this is 2 meals. I'll eat half and take the other half home and have it tomorrow. You might have to do that. But generally, when you're cooking for yourself, you could just put on your plate what you think is reasonable. Anyway, that's my thought. What are your thoughts? Do you think it's a good idea? Most of us have heard of this, leave some on your plate. Do you think that's a good idea or not? That's what I wanted to talk about this week. I'm just curious to know what everybody else thinks. Oh, and I forgot to show you 2 really neat winter scenes. So here they are. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful sight? The snow is melting again, but the snow with the melted Sturgeon Creek is really nice. Nice, huh? This is all gonna melt again. It was just here for a few days of beautiful cross-country skiing. Isn't that pretty up there? Wow, look at that. The creek is still really high. The Sturgeon Creek. I'm taking this from Portage Avenue. There was more snow. It's melting again. See, you got grassy patches. Cool, huh? That's it for this week. and stay on your health program in this COVID-19. You got nothing but time to go out there and walk and bike and cook healthy foods, because what else are you going to do? You can't even entertain. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. All right. I love you lots. I'll see you next week. Bye.